I guess it's still morning, right? It's still morning. Here in LA it is. It's 10:21. It is yeah. Oh, I should not. I guess it's still morning. Oh, that's my voice again. It's me, James Lott Jr., JLJ this morning, live on YouTube. Except for you guys who are listening to this later. It's a beautiful day in Los Angeles, actually. Very nice. And I'm going to open a chat because I know I usually come on this late. It's almost 10:30. I was on the phone with Tony Moore, helping him with some stuff. I'm going to see him later today. So I'm going to record some stuff today. Because James Lott Jr. I just had some cereal. James Lott Jr. will be venturing out today. I'm trying to slowly integrate myself into society. So I'm going to go out. I'm actually taking the Metro line for the first time this year. So it's been 2 months. I'm not taking it. So I'm going to take it and meet up with Tony in Hollywood to give him some stuff and chit chat for a little bit. So I'm very excited. I'm actually very excited to do it. But ride the train. Come on, ride the train. You can ride it, choo-choo ride. Come on, ride the train. It's a choo-choo. Love that song. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that later on today. But I gotta watch soaps. I've watched most. I have one General Hospital to watch, 3 Bolds, and 2 YNRs. Because there's preempted. 2 things are preempted. So I gotta watch those before tomorrow. At least General Hospital, I'm basically always gonna let's go out and watch Friday. And that's it. And I'm caught up on that one. Bold should be easy. I gotta watch YNR. So I do that. But yeah, I'm just, I had to learn how to let go this morning. Learn how to let go. I try to learn how to let go. I had a show. This show we've been trying to finish the show since late December when I started it. And for some reason, it's funny, I've filmed like 10 other shows since then. For some reason, this show has been plagued with problems. This particular cast, who are all good, it is just disintegrated. It is disintegrated before my eyes. And it's just like people have quit. They try to come back. Someone was in the hospital. Someone was in a car accident. But I couldn't do one episode because I had no power. Then I'd get replacements and target replacements. And then one guy, his email doesn't work. Here's the other thing, folks. I live by my email. I live by my message, my phone, and I just don't understand people whose phones don't work or emails don't work. I don't understand how do you live your life if you're a person who's in business and who's and is trying to get business and trying to get jobs. It's different if you're a person who doesn't really do much and you're like, that's right, I don't care about that. But I know folks who, they're in business or trying to get jobs or trying to get, how do you, I don't know. I don't get it. And people are not getting back to me. They just not texting me, not getting back to me. I will never understand some people's communication skills. And I guess I'm not meant to understand them. I think what it is all I'm meant to do is my end of things. Look out for myself, what works for me in my situation, and go from there. And I always try to keep it very impersonal, though it feels personal. I think impersonal, where I'm just like, okay, we were communicating, I think it was great, and all of a sudden you stop. There's 2 people on here who just have not responded to my text twice. So I responded. I even I was busy, here I am, sorry I didn't respond to you, or never mind, I'm not interested anymore, just anything. There's just no response. I was like, wow, that's how we're doing this? Okay, yeah. Especially when you came to me to want to do this stuff. My hair in a ponytail. My hair's just everywhere. Ugh. That's crazy to me. I would never do it to somebody else. I don't understand. This happens all the time too. People will recontact me after a time. They'll just go away, disappear. And I'm like, hi. I'm like, hi. And I've one who came back to me who twice ghosted me. But apparently he's back now. I'm ready to do stuff. I'm like, I can't trust you. Like, it's not even about anything really super personal. It's like, I can't, your track record isn't good. As my friend says, your credit isn't good with me. How do you handle it? So I just know, I guess you got to roll the punch. So I canceled the show. I'm going to sit down and decide what to do with it. I have some recordings of it. I have the script. I'm going to look at it and see if there's anything that can be salvaged out of that. Maybe a mini story, maybe something different. Who knows? Something could be in there, or just scrap it, put it in the vaults, and start over. It's a good script, and even though if the original people can't come back, I'll recast the whole thing. So I'm trying to decide. So it's like being a producer and a writer and creator. It's a lot of work because you have to figure out, because you're dealing with people and personalities and artists. Now I would say artists are a different breed than businessmen, men, artists, musicians, actors. It's a whole different world in terms of how they navigate the world. And the artist's brain is very different than the other side, where it's very analytical and very this. Not saying you can't be analytical as an artist, but just there's a whole different. I'm noticing in general. I'm generalizing because I've been in business for 10 years. I've seen it. There's a whole different attitude. There's some great folks in the business who are just on top of things, and the ones that combine the business aspect with the artistry, I do. I noticed those are the ones I work really well with. The role for Bichima. Actually, I just did a show. There's a Bitchy mom in it. And her name is Cheryl, and she's really good. She did a great job, actually. Good job. But I'm learning people's behaviors. I want to get mad. I get mad in the moments, but I have to let it go because I just have to let it go. I have to. It's like life, you guys. In case you didn't realize this, I'm a Black man. Yes, a Black man of a certain age, or a certain orientation, or a certain size. I get things thrown at me all the time, from every direction, all the time. And it's like I have to find a way every day to not be angry all the time or depressed all the time. That can be hard sometimes. And I also have to find a way to live my life, because I need to live my life. And you can't just sit there. Life will walk right on over you. It will spit on you, step on you, and keep it moving. It'll just keep on going. And so I don't want that to happen either. I have a lot I want to do, and I have a lot I want to accomplish. So it's really interesting how life works. You wake up and you're a certain way, and you're a certain okay. You're a certain way, a certain thing, and then all of a sudden things are coming at you. And it's so crazy. It starts when you're a child, it starts when you're a teenager, it starts when you're a preteen, teenager. You're just tooting along, and all of a sudden life says, let's throw this at you. Let's throw that at you. Let's throw that at you. It's crazy. I'm feeling that today. I'm just kind of feeling that a little bit today. I just feel like I'm just trying to do one thing, and it's create content. That's what I'm trying to do. And people are making it hard for me sometimes. But I appreciate the ones who don't make it hard for me and who are there. So it's a double story. And I was talking to my friend who is producing something, and I was like, "Oh, when you produce something, you're always stressed out. That's just how that is. There's no way around it. You can be stressed out. That's just how it is, and it is a trip." So I just said, "Well, that's because you're dealing with other people, and you do stuff yourself." And I'm learning. I'm actually starting to be mindful of the projects that I have and how they could possibly work. I'm starting to find ways I put out a trailer yesterday for a show called What, that's coming soon, and it's gonna be like nothing you ever heard before. It's audio. People are responding to the trailer. They're like, "What?" I go, "Exactly." It's gonna be like nothing you ever experienced. I have to. People are starting to do audio dramas now, audio comedies, audio subs. They're starting to catch up to me now, which of course that's going to happen. No one else was doing it when I was doing it, basically, but everybody's doing it now. So I said, I got to keep it fresh. And I came with this idea, which I'm not going to give away. I came with this idea. It's gonna be a very. The original title of this show is called Strange. Then I was gonna call it Weird. Then I decided to call it What. Yes, that's it. Yeah, the What's it? Thank you. It's gonna be very. I have a few more trailers coming out, but it's gonna be nothing you ever heard before. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be. You'll be like, either you're gonna walk away going, "What the fuck did I just listen to?" Or you're like, "That's very interesting. I can't wait to see the next episode." So, yes, people are like, "What? Like exactly what?" So it might be an episode of me just screaming into the thing. Ah! That's it. I'm just kidding. That's not gonna be it. But I'm just not telling anybody. So it's something that I'm doing, and I'm the star of it. I'm actually making myself a star. I don't want to be an actor. I don't try to be a star of my stuff. But I'm actually making myself the star of this. And we'll see what the reception is. I'm very curious to see what people think. And they'll be like, what is going on? So what is going on? Yes. Tomorrow the soaps, way back, of course. Bold and Beautiful now is available on audio. Not all the old episodes, but starting last week with Sean Kanan going forward, they will be available on audio as well as the video. We got some requests for that. And I never really thought about it until I have the Bold and Beautiful Rewind. And then there was also I do the J, whatever. I need to think about. I forgot that I offer the GH shows as audio and video. The Y&R show is audio and video. I'm like, I offer the Bold and Beautiful one. So it does, and then you guys, it's not even. I get an audio as well. Let me say how I explain it to you. So I do this on Zoom. When I close it up, I get an audio and a video file. So it's not even anything extra I have to do. Like the only thing I extra have to do is upload it to the audio stuff. But that's not even that hard. So from now on, Bold and Beautiful, you can take Bold and Beautiful with you, Mini Spotlight with you. We'll be back tomorrow doing all those shows, of course. Thank you, Natasha. I appreciate that. We're going to have the shows tomorrow, so they'll be back. And we have lots to talk about, of course. GH, get ready, kids. You know how much I hated Peter. So get ready for that show tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It'll be good. So good. So we have that going on. Of course, I do the Falcon Crest, Dallas, the Colbys, not standing after shows. They're fun. I wasn't on Bowl Live, but I was in the chat for a little bit. I know Casey, I know Lawrence, of course. Lawrence been on my show many times. We're friends. But I've never been on Bowl Live. They've shouted me out on there, but I've never been on there. You're still trying, girl? It's not that hard, girl. It really isn't. It's in your settings. You can just it's literally, if I can do it, you can. I'm not a tech savvy person at all. But if I can do it, you can do it. Mm-hmm. Crazy. Can do it. But I've never been on Bowl Live, but I know Casey. Candace was all there talking on there. So I was in the chat room for a minute. They asked me if I had a question. They know who I am, but they didn't get to my question. They didn't get to the question. They did all phone. So they do phone calls. They're using this. So somebody's asking about this. So they're using this new testing thing. I think it's called Rodeo or something. It's new. It's a test. So they're using that for the phone call component. But as you can see, their video, either it's the Wi-Fi's or it's not always the greatest. People complain about that. And I know what that feels like. It's hard to get. I have good Wi-Fi right now, but later tonight I could not. It's a crazy thing. And it is, so they have problems, but they use it for phone calls. But if you see, I was on there. Some of them phone calls were weird. You can't vet the phone calls. That's the problem. So I'm not in any rush to get back to phone calls. I know a lot of fans want phone calls. I personally don't give a shit. I don't need weird people on my phone. I need people who can come on, ask a question coherently, and I'll take 10 years to say a sentence. Sorry, that sounds shady. I don't care. I dealt it for 6 years at AfterBuzz. And it was like, some people can't just get on and either make a comment or say a question. And I get, and I'm not talking about the ones who are nervous. I get I know it gets you a little nervous. I get that part. But I'm like, but some folks, I'm like, I can't tell if you're nervous or you have something going on, or I don't know what's going on. But I'm like, we have a show to do. I need you to get on it. And someone's asked the weirdest questions. Did they get my question after the phone calls? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Well, anyway, it don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. If I want Lawrence on my show, I can get on my show. He's been on my show several times. If I wanted to bring Diamond White on the show, which I do at some point bring on the show, I can talk to whoever I want. I can do whatever I want. But I don't know. But these, I know phone calls are weird sometimes. I mean, it was nice on occasion, but some folks don't know how to get on. Just do it. We have a show to produce, so it's like some people were asking him weird questions like, "Do you have a text? So I can text you." Casey's like, "Bye." I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. So if that sounds shady, I don't care. It's shady. I just can't do it. So I rather have a chat room. People in the chat room always know that I will usually point out somebody and ask their questions, say their name. I have been one to have people say that the stars say their names on camera. Yeah, I know. Maurice does the randoms on IG. So I don't do that either. Nope. I've had folks on my IGs come in and they're weirdos. I'm like, no, you're not coming on IG Live. Nope. I understand we have fans. I get it. Yeah, the lady asked for Diamond's phone number. Was like, I can text you? Like, no, bitch, you can't have my phone number. That's weird. You don't know who I am. And I had to get off of Facebook because this guy was basically stalking me on there. I was like, I had to get off it because he was weird. Because he didn't like, I like the New Dynasty. He hated that. So he was like, he thought I was attacking him as a person. Oh, well, I'm like, oh my goodness. I got to picture this and send to him. Are you following JC? Are you following Flobo on Instagram? He has posted a very interesting picture. So I'm like, Look at them all. It's so funny. What's that to him? It's weird, you know. Well, yeah. Well, now Jamel from Brooklyn back when he was called back then. When he called in, you were normal. You were normal. You call in. I always told you say hi to my grandmother. It's like my grandmother because she's in Brooklyn, but you always were normal. He was always normal. It was always normal. You called in. You said you usually had praise for that person. You just gave a little praise for that person, and then I let my own brother come on. I was literally just his cat. It's so funny. It's weird. I let people I know come on my lives. If I know you, you come on. I don't know. I don't know. Not at all. Not at all. I like nope. It's like and there's some folks who are funny, who say stuff that's kind of funny, like that's hilarious. But it's too wild and wacky. It's too wild. It's too wild and wacky. I just can't. I can't do it. I let my friends I know come on, or somebody I know. But we had back in AfterBuzz TV days, we had a few folks that would call in. They were regulars who were great. They're just great. They're great. They called in. They know what to say, like Carolyn Topol and all them. They were great. Susan Mariah Spindley. A lot of them were great in the early edition days. GH Report. They were great folks who just would call in. And they knew what to say. They knew what to do, and get it going. And it's your chance to talk to the star. The star is right there. So here's it can be a little nervous. Yes, I get nervous sometimes with the stars, but it's like, get it out. So you can ask that question you've always wanted to ask. Here's your chance. And then there you go. I mean, I think it's one of those things. People don't understand, we're in this weird position because we're on television or we're on IG or we're doing all this stuff. And we get the strangest people sometimes, situations, again, thrown at us. We didn't ask for them. We're just trying to give you good content. But they come in with some ideas. And I never experienced that my entire life. I've seen things. I was at a Starbucks at 7 in the morning here in Manhattan Beach, and we love Carolyn, Manhattan Beach, and my hair was crazy. I was actually going to go to work. I was doing another part of my life. I was organizing, and I was going to give me a little coffee, a little like sausage muffin with egg or whatever it is, and just kind of scarf it down really quick, and then go over to the job. I don't look pretty, nothing going on, and this girl recognized me. I was like, oh my God, you're James Lott Jr. I love you on GH Report. Oh my God. And then proceeded to sit down and want to talk General Hospital with me. Now, at 7 o'clock in the morning, I don't talk about nothing with nobody. I'm trying to get my voice still. I'm trying to get my voice, my hair still asleep. I'm trying to wake up. I'm trying to put myself together. The last thing I want to do is talk soaps at first thing in the morning. I'm like, but you also want to be nice because you do appreciate the fans. I do appreciate it. Any single person who likes my stuff, I totally appreciate it. But at the same time, you're like, how do you? I never thought I would have to navigate that. I'm thinking, I'm not a star. I'm not on fucking TV. I mean, I'm not on General Hospital, but because I'm General Hospital adjacent, and for some folks, we are kind of stars to them. That's one of the things I learned as I go along and doing this thing for 15 years. Because we get the reverse too. We get a lot of hate for talking about storyline, and we're not even on the show. We're talking about the show in our show, so we get in trouble. So it's both things. So, and I accept all that. That's fine. But I'm just saying, but it's funny. I'm like, oh my God, I'm trying to eat this muffin and just throw this coffee so I can open my eyes. I probably stop cooking my eyes, everything. And she wants pictures. I'm like, girl, pictures. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Let's take a picture. I was like, I'm not ready. No picture at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, but I was nice. She'll tell you I was very nice. I was gracious. I just took it like a man. I took it, and we took a picture that I won't show again because I'm like, oh, I didn't look my best. I was like, hi, and I did not look my best. You know how it is in the morning. See, whenever I see celebrities early in the morning, I'll say hi to them. I would never ask for a picture. I remember I ran to Tracee Ellis Ross at the Hollywood Farmers Market, and we both were getting some corn or something. And I love her. I love her hair. I was like, oh, I got your hair, girl. She's like, I love your shirt. And we're talking, but she had no makeup on. It was like we both just woke up and got here. Like I would never say, girl, can I get a picture? I mean, I would never do that. I just would never do that because the tabloid fodder would love that. They would love to see Tracee Ellis Ross out of makeup. Even though she'll look bad out of makeup. But you know what I mean? Like they want to see people. So I just would never do that. But I get if someone you see on your screen every week or all the time shows up in your neck of the woods, I kind of get it. I get it. You're just like, oh my God, it's James from JLJ Report. I watch the show every Sunday. I get it. Oh. It's tough, kids. Tough. I'm not even a star. That's the thing. There are people way bigger. I'm only getting 1/10, 1/100th of what these celebrities get. I can't even. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. I can imagine a little bit, but I can't even imagine. It's crazy talk. It is a lot of work. And so there's a whole balance. And so some folks are super sweet, super nice. They know boundaries, everything. And then there are others who just don't. And I don't know if it's on purpose or they just don't have the boundaries or training. It's like, I'm not talking about the ones who like, I have people cry when they meet me. Like, that's not, I don't care about that. But there are folks who just like, they really do, like asking Diamond White, can I have your phone number so I can text you? No, you can't. Like, no, I'm not giving you my personal number. But I guess no offense to you, just that she's, you just can't do that. There are folks who, want to be my friend on Facebook. And I'm like, nope, not my personal page. You go to my fan page, personal page, no. Because they start spamming me all of this stuff about these shows. I'm like, I don't talk about these shows 24/7. I just don't. I don't talk about anything 24/7. I don't talk about music or movies. I have other things I do. I don't talk about that 24/7. So it's kind of, yeah. It's crazy. So I have to sigh. But I do not regret doing what I do or why I'm here. It's all bitching. Everybody just bitch. It's just me bitching. That's what we do. We just bitch every once in a while. But I'm not sorry to be here or what I'm doing. I mean, I'm happy to be at the table. I'm happy to be doing this. As a Black man in this business, it's not always easy. Making my way. I'm not letting anybody stop me. And I'm just like, and folks have choices. You all have choices. There's your person in this chat room, right? Everybody who's going to view this later. You all have choices. You could be like, fuck James Lott Jr. and not watch any of my stuff ever again. And watch somebody else. I can guarantee there's somebody else out there who, there's people out there who literally do this for fame and fortune. I don't know. I'm not doing fame. I just don't want to work a 9-to-5 job anymore. I did not want to work pushing papers in a cubicle. Now, if you do that for a living, sorry for the shade. Just for me, is where dreams went to die. Oh, like, oh, like I can't do this. Not anymore. I had a job where I had a stack of papers, like this thick, stack of papers that never went down. It was like a comedy gag. I'm like, I worked 10 hours today, and that shit did not go down one. I kept pulling from the pile. I feel like I was pulling from the pile. I was supposed to put more papers there. I kept pulling from the pile, thinking, I'm gonna make this pile lower. It never went down. I was like, and the work I was doing was not life-changing. It was not my passion. It was not anything that was going to change the world, any whatever. Ugh. So I'm very grateful to do this. I'm grateful that anybody recognizes me. I'm grateful that anybody says hi to me. I am. And I know I'm not blaming nobody because I put myself out here. It's like I chose to do this. It's me. And so when you do this, you get the byproduct. I just never thought when I started doing this that I would even be on anybody's radar. I thought, well, I'm doing shows, but they're about the stars, not me. And now I'm doing this event with Sean Kanan in 2 weeks on the 12th. Shameless plug number 563. His book signing, he just delivered his books there. I'm on the poster. My name's on the poster, but I'm moderating a book event with Sean Kanan, March 12th, 2 p.m. here at the Grove in Los Angeles. It'll be a great time. Sean and I are close friends. We're gonna rock it out. Have a good time. I'll be emceeing the event, hosting the Q&A, hosting the reading. We're gonna work it out. I was talking to him yesterday. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So a lot of stars will be there. So if you're in LA area, come on down. A lot of stars are gonna be there from all the soaps. They're gonna be there, and from Hollywood. So I'm very excited. It's gonna be a good time. It's a big deal for me in my career. It's giving me another little boost. But people know who I am in this business. When it comes to the soap world, they know who I am. Whether they like me or not, their story, but they know who I am. And that's good. I worked from scratch. Everything I have gotten, I've worked from scratch. I just booked a guest for When Calls the Heart, my other show that I do. She's the first Asian actress to join the show coming up this next season. Her name's Amanda Wong. I just booked her. I'll be interviewing her on Tuesday, me and Marissa. I'll be out on Wednesday. So I'm out there. I'm always out there hustling. So I get people. I mean, I brought Sean into the show last week. I said, come on. I'm out in a couple hours. Come on. He did. Yeah, I name drop a lot about my friends, but they are my friends. And they support my career. I support theirs. And that's how I bring them to you. But I know there's a lot of choices out there. Blogs, vlogs, podcasts, web shows. You have a lot of choices. If you like if you like General Hospital, there are a lot of General Hospital podcasts out there. If you like Bold and Beautiful, there are several. If you like Minar, Days, there are several podcasts and things out there that you can be like, fuck James, I'm going over there. You're good. So I do appreciate whoever comes to me and has a listen or a look or, a view, download. I'll take it. Because I work hard, this stuff out there for you guys because I'm here. I got some inside tracks of some things, and I know certain people, and I try to, like I said, you guys, my family, try to share with you guys. I still don't know what's happening on Bold and Beautiful in 2 weeks. I have no idea what's going to happen. That's killing me. I really want to know what's going to happen. It's this huge twist. It's going to change everything they said. So, but apparently he said Wednesday next week, another announcement. So I don't know. I really don't. People ask James, I really don't know anything. I don't. You know. Cool people with disabilities next, pretty please. I don't know what that means. The reality's all the world. I know a few reality folks too. Me and Kenya Moore had our differences back in the day. Slow story. But no, I don't follow that much like I used to. I kind of grew out of it on some level for me, not for anybody, but for me, I just kind of like, because I know how they're produced. I know how they're produced now. So it's like they've changed in many years. But I know for people, I tell people, watch it for entertainment. It's like wrestling or anything else. Just watch it for pure entertainment. I know about all the rest of other stuff. Thank you. I know you guys. I know you do. You do support me in my house. So I appreciate that. I'm here. I'm here for whatever, how long I'm supposed to be here. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I'm here for an amount of time. I'm pushing it through. I don't have time for shenanigans and tomfoolery. It's just, James, keep it going. And if I can bring stuff to you guys that you guys can use as, entertainment, I feel like that's my job. My job is to entertain you guys. And if you learn a few things from my shows or whatever, I'm always thinking about you guys in terms of what can I bring. I just have a leave today, my house, for like a third time in like 2 weeks, and I'm going to film it. So you hope Eric wakes up and says it was a dream. The past decade, Stephanie's alive on it. Would that be funny? Well, see, I feel like this. It won't be a dream because Dallas did that. It won't be a time jump because Days did that. So I'm like, what else could it be? What else could it be? Don't know. Don't know. So I'm curious. I really am. I mean, they got my interest. I'm bringing this about into your content. Well, the thing is, I feel like. So how do I answer that? I mean, everybody's welcome to come on everybody's welcome to come to JLJ Media. I have actors on my, you wouldn't know this obviously because you don't see them. On my audio dramas, some of my actors they label themselves as disabled. So some of them are. We just don't highlight them because it's audio. There's nothing to highlight. I've had people who are on the spectrum on my shows. I had a guy the other day on my show, a lawyer guy, on my show who was on that, and we talked about that. I actually talked about, Gene Roberts, you should check out A lot of help with Adam Wasserman. We talk about disabled kids and their rights at school during COVID. You should actually watch that. It just came out last week. That's A Lot of Help with James Lott Jr., Aaron Wasserman. You should check that out. That's what I talk about those issues, the issues that face disabled children during this time period of COVID, how they've been neglected, and there's systems in place that they need access to. So I try to be very diverse. I had trans folks in my writing. I have every color. I have Indigenous person as a star on one of my shows, as well. One of my Asian actresses who's like, I've never played a police lieutenant before, and she plays police lieutenant on The Easter Hare. I have gay stories. So the disabled thing, I don't know how to bring that into my stories. I mean, everybody's welcome to apply to whatever I have out there. So I don't know how. We have fans who are sight impaired who love our audio dramas. They've told us that's great. I love that. I did a show on with the hearing impaired recently. I did that recently. So I'm trying to spread myself out there. I mean, the disabled thing, maybe we will. I don't know. I guess I just got that's I'm open, totally open to everybody. I have no discrimination against anybody. I tried getting the one actress from General Hospital come on. She played a lawyer, and I've got her name. She's Indian and she played a lawyer. And I've been trying to get her on, and she hasn't responded to me. So I want to talk about her being disabled and having a great role on a major soap opera, and she won't respond to me. So I did try doing that. So I did try bringing a disabled actor on. That's one example. I forgot. She's not responding to me. So I did try. One time I did try, but I'll always be open to everybody. Everybody's welcome to come on my shows to in whatever capacities. I'm not equipped to write a story about. If someone wants to write about disabled stories about disabled people, they can do that and bring it to me, and I will totally. I'd rather have somebody who's more well versed than I am. I know what I can do. I know what I'm versed in. I'm open to everybody. I'm open to. I mean, if you fit within the branding of JLJ Media, I have no. You could have 10. You could have 11 toes. It doesn't matter to me. I have no discriminatory part of me at all. I love this show. There's a show that's out there. Oh my gosh, what's the name of it? Where the lead guy is gay and disabled. Yeah, it's a great show. Oh my God. So I forgot what the name was called. My coffee hasn't kicked in yet. I love that show. I watched that too. So yeah, well, I'm down. I'm totally down. Down. Always. That's the one thing. When you're othered, like I am in several areas, I don't other people. You get my full support. Because we're all, that's one of the similarities we all have is being othered. And no one likes being othered. That's the thing. And that's where I'm going to end it on, actually. Because I have lots to do today, you guys. I got so much to do. I don't do anyway. I just want to go outside, lay in the garden. Let the butterflies fly over me. But thank you guys for coming in and talking with me all over the country and over the world. G. Roberts all over the world. It's Saturday. It's the weekend. February's almost over, kids. Monday is my grandson Trenton's first birthday. I love him. And that's it, folks. And it's March. We're marching right into March. I don't know where these 2 months went, to tell you the truth. But I love you guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Won't be on tomorrow because tomorrow will be the soaps.